Why one simple good morning can change your life. What if the most powerful Stoic practice isn't found in a philosophy book at all, but in 2 words you speak before you've even had your coffee? Every morning, Marcus Aurelius woke up and reminded himself that he would meet people who were difficult, ungrateful, even cruel. He wrote this to himself, privately, in what we now call meditations. And yet, knowing all of this, he still chose to greet the day, not with dread, with purpose. Because here's the truth most people miss. A simple good morning is not small talk. It's a decision, and in that decision lies almost the entire philosophy of Stoicism. Think about your own mornings. Half awake, mind already racing toward emails, traffic, deadlines. Someone says good morning to you, and you barely notice. Or worse, you don't say it back at all. It feels irrelevant, automatic. But the Stoics would disagree completely. Epictetus taught that we don't control what happens to us. We only control how we respond. And a greeting is one of the purest tests of that response. You didn't choose your mood when you woke up. You didn't choose the stranger who looks at you first. But you do choose whether to offer warmth or indifference. That choice, tiny as it seems, is where your character actually lives. Consider a moment that happens to almost everyone. You're tired, maybe irritated, and someone greets you cheerfully. Your instinct is to ignore it, or mumble something flat. But if you pause, even for one breath, and choose to answer sincerely, you've just practiced self-control. Not the dramatic kind, the quiet kind. The kind Seneca wrote about in his letters, where he reminds us that philosophy isn't proven in grand speeches, but in ordinary daily conduct, in how we treat the people directly in front of us. There's also gratitude hidden inside that greeting. To say good morning and mean it is to acknowledge, even briefly, that you woke up at all, that this day exists. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself not to take existence for granted, because tomorrow is never guaranteed. A sincere greeting becomes a small echo of that awareness. A recognition that this moment, this person, this ordinary exchange, is not nothing. And then there's kindness, which the Stoics never separated from strength. Many people believe kindness is weakness, that a calm, gentle response means you've been defeated by the world. The Stoics saw it differently. Epictetus argued that the wise person is not the one who reacts strongly, but the one who remains untroubled and still chooses to act with goodwill. Choosing warmth when you feel none is not fake, it's mastery. Imagine 2 versions of yourself walking into work today. One is distracted, closed off, barely present. The other looks someone in the eye, says good morning, and means it. Nothing external has changed. Same job, same traffic, same tiredness. But internally, something has shifted. You've practiced awareness. You've practiced discipline. You've practiced treating another person as worthy of your attention, if only for 2 seconds. This is the essence of Stoic living. Not isolated acts of heroism, but 1,000 small choices, repeated daily, until they shape who you become. Marcus Aurelius never wrote meditations for an audience. He wrote it to remind himself, morning after morning, how to be a good human being before the day demanded anything else of him. So tomorrow, when you say good morning, notice it. Notice the choice hidden inside those 2 ordinary words. Because maybe wisdom was never about controlling the world. Maybe it was always just about how you choose to begin it. If this kind of quiet reflection speaks to you, there's more of this ancient wisdom waiting, whenever you're ready to look further.